If you're like most people, you would associate memorizing with something that you just have to jam into your head so that when you need it, you can hopefully recall on that memory. And I think I would be pretty accurate in saying that I don't think it's ever been a pleasurable experience for anyone to cram stuff into their head and then have to stress out about having to recall it when they need it. And unfortunately, that is exactly what most professionals do when it comes to their presentations. Maybe even you included, at least up until the point where you invested in this program. It's hard to be a natural speaker when you're constantly having to memorize stuff that doesn't make any sense, has no order, lacks in clarity, and then to even try and deliver the message, if there is any, with impact. So, here's what you won't have to do, thanks to my process. Memorize. That's right, you won't have to memorize what you have to say. Kev, how's that possible? Having gone through my process and with practice, your speech or presentation will and should have natural flow. Kinda like being asked by a friend how your weekend was, and you telling them about it without having to stress yourself out. You recall a sequence of events that describes your weekend, naturally. Now, you may forget something here and there, but you're not jolted about it because you're in a flow and you're describing a timeline of events. It makes natural sense. So even if you end up missing something, you just carry on with your flow. I'm going to share with you a strategy that I use with my clients successfully to help them deliver their message with flow and impact. I call them triggers to help you recall and connect your points together. They're like transition bridges from one thought to another, from one example to another, from one scene to another. You can use either or all of the following ways to help you deliver smoothly, recall, or just place you in a confident position to move forward should you lose your train of thought. The first trigger is delivering your points by listing them mentally. Our minds find it easier to recall things, say in threes. So if you want to deliver your points, you could say the first, da-da-da-da, the second, da-da-da-da, the third, da-da-da-da. It's easy for you to recall, and it's easy for the audience to receive the information. The second trigger can be implemented when you practice delivering your stories. There will be turning points when you practice, and you will find that it will trigger the next relevant thought for you that you would like to make. For example, in one of my speeches, I might say, whether you're the lion or the gazelle, when the sun comes up, you better start running. Now, start running is a trigger for me for my next thought that I had planned on making. And now, as a transition bridge, I can say, speaking of running, and I continue with my flow. The third trigger is the use of your fingers. This is similar to the first one where you're doing a mental list. Here you're using your fingers as a list. As an example, I would have said that in this course, you will learn how to present with confidence, speak with impact, and communicate like a commanding leader. The fourth trigger is the use of gestures or body movement. As you practice, you will realize that when you find yourself at a certain place in your story or your talk, the combination of the point that you're making and perhaps a certain body movement, that's a trigger for your next thought. It helps you get the vision of what you want to say next. Understand a few things. These triggers are personal to you. They come about from having built a presentation or speech that follows the process, and so has natural flow. With practice, everything then just falls into place like the right pieces of the puzzle. Did you notice that I delivered the message of this video using one of the triggers I shared with you? See? It works. No more memorizing.